Okay, so I wasn't entirely sure what to play or what to make a video on, but I have 100% of Dark Souls 1 recently, so I figured I'd replay that. Yeah, hopefully this goes well. I'm not particularly good at the game, but yeah, it's pretty fun. I should mention I am using DS fix for this run, and the game is set to 60 FPS. And this is, of course, a Prepare to Die edition rather than the sort of remastered HD edition or whatever it was. I just prefer this game. Well, this version of the game more. It's a bit darker. Some of the bosses have their original abilities, and there's a few little, quirks that I think are nice touches, like gold pine resin being blue in Sieve's Cave and little things like that. That didn't make their way over to the remaster. Struggling to talk right now, but yeah. Let's go. I haven't really thought about what kind of character to play. I usually just cheese it with a Zweihander. But it might be fun playing a mage this time around. Let's go with that. Male, class, warrior, knight. Yeah. Trying to think what would be the most interesting to watch. Because I know a lot of people do play Sorcerer, especially for speed runs, and go on like a very magic heavy build. So I'm not sure if that would be the greatest for a Let's Play. Typically end up just playing a bandit. Part of me is tempted to stick with what I know well, because I know I can beat the game with this sort of build pretty easily. At this point, well, not exactly easily, but I know I can do it in a reasonable amount of time. But I guess doing something a bit more risky or more unfamiliar to me would make for better content, so Sorcerer it is, I guess. Gift. How about the Master Key? Just that way we can skip Blighttown, which is always good. Don't think I'm going to customize the face too much. Something like that, I guess. I actually played through the game twice before I actually found these customization options, which is kind of a bit unfortunate, really. But I guess on the plus side it stopped my characters from looking too weird, if generic. Don't think there's anything I want to change too much, honestly. Plus, it's probably not the most entertaining thing to look at. That should be good.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scaleless, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
I think that easily is one of the best cinematics in gaming in general.
Yes, indeed. The
See,
dark
the
side
narrator
reigns
agrees with
the
me.
undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
And there we have it. Now, I think I remember the controls, which is probably a good start. to give you an idea of how good I am at this game, I first started playing it about 7 years ago, and I never could defeat the first boss. Although, I should mention that I never worked out that you were supposed to skip the boss. So, going from games like Skyrim and Oblivion, even World of Warcraft, to Asylum Demon with a broken sword hilt, Dark Souls. It was quite the change of pace, to say the least. Anyway, I don't imagine I'll have any major troubles this time around. I think if I had enough time, I probably could beat it with a broken sword hilt as well. It's just dedicating the amount of time that would take to it, which is slightly hard to justify. Still basically muscle memory for all that, which is good. Apart from that, it has been a good 5 or 6 months since I last played this game. But locking on might help here. Regen some stamina, and go back in. Actually, I should have probably checked if there was a weapon to pick up. 'Cause I think I just ran past it if there was something. I'm not overly familiar with sorcerers, but sure they do start with something. Oh yes, a dagger, and I already picked it up. So what I say about talking and playing games at the same time is true. Well, at least I didn't die to it. That's one thing. Now, where to go from here? Up here, trigger that. Further up. Fine. There we go. And he doesn't spawn in yet, does he? No. Hello, Oscar.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Sure.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. In thine exodus from the undead asylum, maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus Flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
The atmosphere of this game really is one of its strongest points. Saved by the speed of daggers. I've never actually used one in Dark Souls before. They don't appear to be that bad. I think technically that'll be one of the highest DPS weapons in the game, at least with an enchantment. But they are very spammy. And I do prefer the more thought out and slow paced combat. This is so very good in Dark Souls. Oh. I don't have a staff, just a dagger and a shield. The shield's probably fairly useless for this, but see if I can remember how to do a plunging attack. Nope. Let's try not to die to the Asylum Demon. Let's try to actually hit the Asylum Demon and not get destroyed by it. Using an Estus Flask already, because I'm bad at the game. There we are. 2, 3. Dodge. No. Didn't activate. I was too slow. Poke. Dodge. Stab. Stab. Roll. Roll. Drink. This is gonna take a while, I think. Actually timed something correctly for once. For some reason when I press B it isn't activating. Well, it might be that I'm just too slow on it. I'm getting locked into the attack. Yeah. I think that's what's happening. Gotta get used to timing things again. Which, as you can see, I'm doing amazingly well at right now. Probably could have killed him then. But, oh well. And there we have it. I actually managed to beat the Asylum Demon. No. I can never remember which way it is. I think it's this way, because I've already got the key. Yes. For such an old game, it really does look fantastic. I don't know, I always seem to sort of underestimate the importance of visuals in gaming. But at times like these you're reminded of just how important it is and how much it can matter.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Now one thing I actually need to try and do is remember the order of the bosses and try not to skip any. Let's level up. I don't really know what stats I should aim for as a caster. Well, what amount of stats, yes. Probably get vitality up to 10, intelligence to 16 and go from there, I guess. Tune magic, just soul arrow so far. I don't think I'll reverse hollowing yet. What do I have? Not a lot.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
I do actually like that NPC. I know a lot of people hate on them. And I can understand why. But he does add to the atmosphere of the game. And I think it is important having a character like that. Quite simply, I imagine it's how most people will end up in the kinds of situations you find yourself in Dark Souls. Oh. If I remember rightly, there's a few things to loot around here. There we are. Fire bombs. And then there's the stuff overlooking the graveyard as well. But we'll talk to Petrus first.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Don't think I'm going to be using a whole lot of miracles in this playthrough, so I won't join as Covenant. Now, what is the best way to get there? Is it through here? Yes. When I first tried to get to this area, I think I used to go up the elevator and then try to jump off at some point. Didn't realise you could just go under the elevator. The one downside to the Prepare to Die edition is there isn't a lot of people still playing it, as everyone's moved on to the new version. But that's fine for me. May as well rest at the campfire, just to despawn the skeletons. I don't know how far mobs will actually follow you in this game, but just in case I get ambushed here. I do like that the dagger staggers. It's quite useful. Although I don't like the range of it very much. But the attack speed is nice. Wrong order. Oh, and I stopped moving for some reason. Somehow managed to hit all three of them with a dagger. That's impressive. At least now I should be divided somewhat. What are you doing? In fact, what am I doing? There we go. Oh. Forgot to dodge that. And I don't know why I was blocking either. I don't think it does much against firebombs. Very messy. No, you don't. Yeah, there is something over there, but... Okay, double tap B in this game. It's one of the problems with switching between Dark Souls 1 and 2. It's the manner of jumping is different in each game. A Ring of Sacrifice. I think I've only ever really used those for the first Thief encounter. On my second playthrough, of course. Still haven't... Oh, yes. I think I'll keep the dagger. Entirely forgot to switch to that. It would have made that fight a lot easier. Probably use the dagger for the rat. Oh, so one's enough for those. If I can get him before it moves, it should be easy. Or if they're just moving straight like that. I'm not sure how to deal with this one though. Probably... no, he dodges. It's a flurry. The wind up on that is so long. There's nothing in here from memory. Oh, there was something down there. Dragon? I think it does actually do a fair amount of damage if it hits you there. Not good. It's one crossbowman and that guy. I think I can keep... He closed a lot of distance there. I don't think this guy's gonna dodge, but it looks like I can't hit him either. Might go to the merchant first before getting the campfire. These guys gave me so much trouble on my first playthrough. It is nice just being able to hit them with magic from ranged. From ranged, rather. Now, do you have anything I want?
You seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
I don't think his eyes are supposed to flicker like that. Which is slightly concerning. His face is looking like a cheap Halloween decoration at the moment. Right. I think I'll take the bottomless box. If I remember rightly, we get the residence key somewhere else. Although I might be misremembering that.
Thank you kindly.
At least I have a lot of soul arrows. I feel like there's another part I've missed for some reason. Apart from that, yeah, down here. Should be an enemy somewhere around here as well. It's a dead one. That's a fireplace. There we are. For some reason I didn't stagger him. No matter. Can chug Estus like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, there's a lot of them here. Or maybe it is just 2. No, it's 3. It looks like 4. Would be nice to have some more stamina. It's probably not something I'm going to use a whole lot of later on in the game. I think that's everything. Yeah. I haven't been paying too much attention to what I've been picking up though. I think it's mostly just souls. I think this one requires the residence key. No, it doesn't. A slightly better shield. Yeah, 93% for physical. Which is not bad, especially for the early game, although I think the heater shield from the merchant is better. Okay. Oh, it respawned the guy behind me, didn't it? And him. Okay, this is not looking good. I'm going to try and reset it if I can. There we go. So let's go about this a bit more intelligently. That was a bad place to stop. Dodge, dodge. It's not ideal. I don't think I'll have too much trouble with Taurus Demon. Is there something to pick up here? Yeah, there is. I think that's the easiest I've ever done that. Oh, I got a humanity somehow. Alright. I don't need the residence key since I've got the master key. Okay. Should have enough stuff. Do I want to try jumping over this? May as well. And fail miserably. At least he died as well. It's the next one up, isn't it, with the crystal lizard? There we are. Now, Taurus Demon and the archers. Let's try parrying. Oh, bad idea. I'm not sure if 2 Estus will be enough for Taurus Demon. At least at my current skill level. So, I can always cheese it with humanity. There's probably no point in blocking his attacks. Here he comes. Well, hopefully I can actually get a plunging attack off for once. There we go. I did it. Oh, the scary bit. Melee attack. Back. Time to run. And try not to get caught. This boss absolutely terrified me the first time I did it. Oh, I forgot to make the attack before climbing up here. Hopefully I survive. Yep. Hopefully he doesn't jump up here. Is he... For a second I thought he had jumped up there. Yeah. Should bait another attack, I guess. I think that one takes them a fair bit as well. Yay, we didn't get hit. Estus, for the sake of it. There we are. We hit him again. Did that do 11 damage? Great. Hopefully to, one soul arrow will be enough. Yay, that was 1 damage. And that's Taurus Demon done. And somehow I haven't died yet. Now, the bridge, which is almost certainly going to kill me at some point in this playthrough. If I remember rightly, there's something here. Well, I probably should be running through things to save durability. And time to meet Best Boy.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? It pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Yeah. So overall, a nice guy, even if he has some rather strange aspirations. Probably get to the campfire and then end it there, at least for the first episode. Dragon! Almost made it. That's smart of me, chugging an Estus Flask I don't have. I think it's this way? Yeah, it is. Ladder. And don't just jump off. Now, what to level? Vitality's always good, so maybe I'll get that up to 16. Actually, that gives me an extra slot, so I might do that as well. And that should be good. I'm not overly concerned about having, the most optimal build in the game. I'm probably not going to look up any guides or strategies on how to play a sorcerer, just try and figure it out, because I think these games are best when they're played blind. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.